So do you see, guys, it is mentioned as other terms and conditions. What does that mean? That means the above are the general ones, and these are certain things which are specific to this website. So let's read it and understand it. So it says additional terms and conditions may apply in order for you to avail specific first games offerings and to specific portion or feature of the first game platform. That is what I said, that every gaming platform may have a lot of different tournaments, a lot of features which may be very different from the other gaming website. So they have to put in those other TNCs in addition, right? Including contests, promotions, or other similar feature, all of which are made of the part of these TNCs by this reference. You agree to abide by such other TNCs, including where applicable, representing that you are of sufficient legal age to use or participate in such service or feature. If there is a conflict between the TNC and the term posted for or applicable to a specific portion of this FGP, the latter term shall control with respect to the terms for any such offering at any time without notice. So this makes it very, very clear that if you are playing on a first games, if there is something different apart from the general conditions and the other terms and conditions, what's going to rule? The ruling will be that of the other TNCs because they are specific. All right. PFG stands for Paytm First Games, may make changes to any first game offering offered on first game platform or to the applicable terms to any such at any time without notice. The material of the first game platform with respect to the first game offerings may be out of date, and PFG makes no commitment to update the materials with respect to such. So it says from both the sides that if there are changes needed, we will make the changes without any notice to you. But at the same time, we make no commitment to you to update about everything that's happening. The following terms also govern and apply to your use of this platform, and they are incorporated herein. Do you see how smartly they outrule it? That we are not going to be liable if we cannot update it. We have no commitment towards it. Though with the coming IT rules, it will not be so, because the coming IT rules says that you at least once in a year, you have to update your audience, your players, however you would like to put it. These are all going to change, like the SRO comes into action. But yes, that's how they put it. This was all that was happening all this while. But as my company's legal head, I always made sure that our players were intermediate twice in a year, and that showed a lot of good rapport building. Yeah, let's scroll a little. Thank you. So can we see that headline, Shakib? Yeah, it says SSOID service participating platform. Now don't ask me what is SSOID service. It's a technical term, and it says it offers you the convenience after a one-time registration any first game platform to sign on to all web pages and online platforms operated by Paytm. So that's the definition for it. It's a one-time registration for anything and everything on that platform, with single login access data without going through a separate registration process every time. That is SSOID process, okay? After successfully registering to the SSOID, the user can log in via each participating platform with that credential. Moreover, if already logged on to one of the platforms, the user can immediately use all other parts. So it's like, if I give you an example, say you logged on to Dream 11, you wanted to play fantasy cricket, and supposedly this is a hypothetical situation, and there if you click on to fantasy kabaddi, it might take you to a different page, and a new tab may open. But it may be that the one ID that you created can be used for every other format of game that you play. That is what they are describing you. Then it says the participating platform that offers these login feature are visible on registration and in the user account. The number of participating platform may also vary in the course of time. With regard to the contractual relationship of the user with the respective participant for the purpose of which Paytm SSOID service is or can be used in accordance with the TNC, these can alternatively have their own commercial and user terms and conditions. Mind you, now they have said, okay, there can be one ID to log on to all different tabs and pages, how many ever they may be under this Paytm first game. But at the same time, it says that they might have separate TNCs, and those separate TNCs are going to apply accordingly. These business, and that has to be there, because those conditions, if it is for a game like cricket, cannot apply for the game like kabaddi, right? These business or user term and conditions are available on the respective participating for the respective content of the participating platform. The respective affiliate of Paytm is solely responsible only for those content that it actually operates. So we will speak about affiliate and third party together. Here I'm not putting it. Here I just want to show you of how they're speaking about that whatever platform that you participate on, what are the rules there, okay? Then I'm jumping 3-4 lines and I'm reading for the use of Paytm SSOID, a little above. The user must register. Registration as a user is only allowed if the user meets the eligibility criteria as set out in these TNC. Each user can set up only one user account. Now, why do they have to mention about one user account? Because if you have multiple accounts, it shows that there is some discrepancy, right? It shows that there is some not so great intent behind it, right? Hence, the onus is passed over just by writing that we will only allow you to set up one account. Now, if you, by some malice intent, create another account by whatever means, we are not going to be responsible. And this one line can save companies when it comes to cyber crimes and money laundering and all those crimes that are happening on the digital medium, okay? Just one line, that is how powerful it is. The user is obliged to provide correct and complete information during the registration and to share his login details with third parties to you for the use of SSOID service or to disclose them otherwise. Guys, because this is a very compact para, I might be, jumbling between lines. So you guys get the intent when I'm reading it. If I'm upar niche, you can let me know. So basically, further it goes to say that the user is obliged to inform Paytm immediately on becoming aware of any suspecting a case of any unauthorized use, disclosure, misuse of their. So I'll tell you, this para is very similar if you look at a general TNC. But why are they repeating it? Because it has said that this will supersede in case of there is a conflict. Hence, it is mentioning about those most important liners, statements or clauses, however you want to put it, so that it can save itself when it is just using this part of the TNC. That is why I say repetition is fine, but save yourself, okay? Save yourself means save the company, save your client, whoever it is for whom you are crafting these website TNCs. All right. Then moving ahead, the last 4 lines I'm reading by you. The user clicking on this confirmation link, the user accepts Paytm offer so that in this way, this agreement enters in force. Conclusion of this agreement may also be affected through other communication mode and following such processes which help achieve the same purpose as the aforementioned email confirmation process. Paytm is entitled to reject individual users without giving reason. The user guarantee that the data submitted for the user account and any other information that is otherwise left for Paytm are in all respect complete, true, accurate, and not misleading. Any changes should be promptly updated currently in its account. So now this clause, which is so much speaking about the data, and actually the onus has been laid down on the consumer or the client or the player, however you would like to put it. But with the coming of the IT rules, it will not be the same. Okay. However, it says that it was trying to say that if you have given us some data, it is your responsibility, your accountability that the data is correct, and you should be correcting if it needs a change. However, under the data protection right, the people, data subjects will have the right that you can go and change your data, you can update it, right? You can call for a complete removal also, erasure also, everything is there. But it is not that the other side will not be responsible for your data, right? Because here it is saying that you guarantee us that your data, what you provided, is true and correct. No, it cannot be one-sided. It has to be from both the sides. Because when you're taking consent from me to use my data, at the same time, you are making sure that the data which you're putting in there is correct, right? Service disruption. This is very important. It can cost the organization such huge amount of money to be given just like that if you don't put this clause, because you are on a website. Okay. So there are a few more you guys can read, but I've given you the intent. What do they mean by that? Communication policy has to be also very clear. Again, with the upcoming under the communication policy, I would like to tell you that there is that D&D policy of the which is with the telecom authority. I'm not a pro at it, but whenever we have done it, while my companies have gone ahead and had vendors who would do the SMS thing for us, or any kind of marketing by way of SMS and calls, then this is a part of those vendors document where they will also have the D&D mechanism attached to it, and which will say that you can always opt out of it, right, if you don't want to receive it. So your communication policy is based on that. And of course, you cannot reach out to people who do not want their services. So what do you say here? You say, by accepting the TNC, you accept the following. What? That we may send you alert or make phone calls to the mobile phone number provided by you. So that is the reason, that when you tell somebody over the call that, hey, do not disturb me further, or you put, if that doesn't work, so you can simply block it. This is because of the D&D policy under the Telecom, whatever act it may be, which says that you have the right to do so. And that is why it is an obligation on the companies to give you this piece of information. And this is how it reads. It says, we may send you alerts or make phone calls to the mobile phone number that you provide to us while registering on our website, and any updated mobile number which you may provide later, or via email or through push notification. The alert will be received in the case of SMS only if the mobile phone is on mode to receive the SMS. In case of an email, only if the email servers and the email IDs are functional, and in case of push notification, if the user has enabled the receipt of such notification. So you have the power now in your hand where you can put it on or off mode. If the mobile phone is in off mode, or if the email servers or IDs are not functional, or if the push notification feature has been turned off, then you will not get that alert, or get it as a delayed message. Yeah. So I don't know how many of you guys know this, but do you know that you have those features in the phone now where you can put all of these, not only by one website,